Welcome to IP3. We're going to concentrate on this module. We're going to concentrate on the big I in IP3. That's the invite. If you think about it, we do invites, presents, and three-way calls, but what do we actually do? We invite. That's why we call it the big I, because it's the only thing we really do is invite. Because you invite someone to take a look, the video presents the business, and then someone else does the three-way call. Before we get into the I in IP3, we want to cover a couple of things that we don't want to do. All right, we don't want to email everybody we know. We don't want to put this on Facebook. We don't want to hand out our business cards. We don't want to hand people magazines. We don't want to send people to links. One thing, that doesn't work. It seems to be easier, but it does not work. This whole IP3 is about self-development. We know that 95% of the people that do this business have never done anything like it. So what we want to do is become master inviters. Alright, we've covered a couple of things that we don't want to do. Now let's take a little look at the dynamic of the big I, the invite. What we're trying to do here, what we're trying to achieve is to get someone to look at an idea, to look at a video with us, to set up a one-on-one. That's what this is all about. And it's a skill. And we want to look into how we do it best. Alright, we're going to start off with the simplest invite ever. To a best friend, someone who's super close to you. We're going to make this one the simplest one ever. We're going to give them a call on the phone. We're going to chit chat for 1 second. We're going to ask them if they're home. And if they say yes, say, great, I'm coming over. What you're achieving there is you're going to go there. You're going to be excited. You're going to ask them to look at a video and talk to a friend of yours. That's as simple as it gets. That is the simplest invite you can ever do. What we don't want to do is have the friend say, what is it? How can they say, what is it, when you say you're coming over? That's what we want to achieve. We want to become master inviters. Alright, we're going to take a look at the invites. Before we get started though, the key to being a successful inviter is don't get trapped in the valley of death. Don't find yourself talking about ambient energy and rates and Jerry Thompson and 7-Elevens. And the way we do that is we're always in a rush. Whenever you get on the phone, you sit down with your list and make phone calls to invite people to look at this. You have to have that mentality and you have to be prepared to tell that person on the other end of the line that you're in a rush. It just makes it so much easier. As you get that invite, hey, I gotta go, I don't have time to talk, I need to get with you. We're always in a rush. Some people say, hey, I'm walking back into work, I'm just finishing my lunch break, I need to sit down with you, when can we do it? I personally use, I would love to talk to you right now, but I'm just getting ready to enter the Squirrel Hill tunnels. When can we meet? I'm 100% going to lose you as soon as I hit this tunnel. When can we meet? Tuesday at 7:30 or Saturday at 7:30? So we always want to be in a hurry. Alright, so we're going to invite someone that we kind of know, an acquaintance, a business associate, not someone super close to you, but not someone that you don't know. And the way this is going to go, the guy's name's going to be Bob. The first thing I'm going to do is call Bob and say, hey Bob, how are you? Great to talk to you. We're going to chit chat about the family for just a minute, and then I'm going to tell Bob that I'm in a hurry. I'm going to say, hey Bob, I'm glad I got a hold of you. I'm in a bit of a rush right now. The reason I'm calling is you're one of the most successful people that I know. Everything that you touch, you succeed at. Hey Bob, I've got an idea that I need to run by you. I'm kind of excited about it. Do you think we could get together here this week? Either Tuesday night at 7:30 or Friday night at 7:30? Which night works for you, Bob? Hopefully Bob says, well, you know, I would love to help you out and we could sit down on Friday at 7:30. But if Bob says, what is it? What I'm going to say is, hey Bob, I'm really running low on time. I'm super excited about this. I need to get with you. It's very visual. You got to be able to see this, Bob. It's only going to take me 20 minutes to run this idea by you, Bob. Can we meet 7:30 or Tuesday at 7:30, whichever one it is? And as soon as Bob says, you know what, Thursday's open for me at 7:30, or I think it was Friday. If Friday's open at 7:30 for me, as soon as he says that, what I'm going to do is confirm it. Okay, Bob, Friday at 7:30 at Panera's. Could be anywhere in Pittsburgh, or it could be any place, his house, my house. Friday at 7:30 works for you, so we're going to meet then, Bob. That's great. Hey, I got to run. I told you I was in a rush. I got to go. I'll talk to you Friday at 7:30, Bob. All right, the last one we're going to cover is someone that is more successful than ourselves. If you're a 5, they're a 10. on the success chart. So we're going to approach this slightly different. It's still going to be an invite. It's still going to be short. We're still going to be in a rush. We're going to call this person, his name's Jerry. He's a super successful guy. I'm going to call Jerry on the phone the same way, chit chat with him. Hey Jerry, the reason I'm calling is, pay him a compliment. Jerry, you're 100% the most successful person that I know. And I've got something that I'm doing right now that I'm super excited. But Jerry, you know what? I need to get your opinion on whether you think it's a good idea or if I'm doing it right. Can you free up about 20 minutes of your time for me so you could run through this with me, maybe let me know if I could be doing it any more effectively than I already am? A lot of people, when you approach them that way, thinking they're going to do you a favor, they're going to grant you that time and they're going to take a look at what you're doing. And a little bit of a false premise that they're going to help you in what you're doing. Now, when that all ends, when you get that appointment and you show them and you explain what you're doing, at the end of that whole scenario of the invite, present, and before the three-way call, you're going to say this. Hey, Jerry, can you see yourself doing anything like this? See, what we've done is we've invited him to help us, and he probably will by looking at it. But then at the end, we're going to invite Jerry to entertain the idea and see if he would ever want to do something like this. And a lot of times, IP3 is just about getting it in front of the right person. A lot of times people see what this is about and they end up joining your business. Well, that pretty much covers our first module. It's just a short little module. What we want to do is continue to add on to this. I talked earlier, the psychology of the invite, the dynamics, the direct, the indirect. So we're going to have more of these coming. But what we wanted to do is just break the ice on the invite. Remember, IP3 equals F squared. And a lot of people don't know what that means. That means invite, present, three-way call equals financial freedom. Catch you next time on IP3.